wake up, no sleeping, there's a dream to chase.
Yo, what's up, everybody, and welcome back to NXT with NaJee. You already know what it is. It's episode 71, and this is a part of the Wrestling Heroes and Insiders podcast, aka The Whip Show, and also a part of BodySlam.net. Yo, today, you know what time it is. I thought I was going to do a recap episode, but then I kind of forgot. The deadline's legitimately this week. So we switched things up a little bit, and now it's going to be a deadline prediction episode. That's right. I'm excited to talk about it because these matches are stacked this year. And of course, I'm not alone. I am here with one of my personal close friends. I would say one out of the two people I consider to be my best friends in Orlando. From day one at the PC, from my first ever NXT. Man, it's been a lot of love. Literally just family. My sister. One of my day ones. Like I said, ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for one of also my Midwest friends, because she's also from the Midwest too. That's pretty cool. Make some noise for Mal. What's going on?
Hola, friend.
How you doing?
I'm great. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. Just excited about this weekend's events, and last night was really cool. How was that for you being there? Because you were in the crowd, as you always are.
Last night was great. I wasn't shocked to see Zarya come out, but I was shocked to see her do some things. And then I watched the whole episode back this morning because, there's things that people see on TV that we don't get to see. So I wanted to capture it all. And I mean, it was a good time. So I'm excited about this weekend, but I'm going to miss it because I'm going to be working. So I have to watch it on replay.
Yeah, I'm gonna be working too, but I think I get out like a half hour after it starts, so I got lucky with that. Like I think 4:30 because it starts at what 7
Yes,
or 8.
7 o'clock.
Yeah, so then I'll just catch I'll miss the first half hour. But so what's your origin story here for like getting to NXT and being there in the crowd? Because it's been like 3 years for you now, right?
It's been like 2.5. Yeah. I like got into wrestling, go figure it was for a guy. And then I just kind of immersed myself in it. And then when I moved to Florida in 23, I was like, oh, the performance center is here. Like, what do they have going on? And it was after, NXT had moved out of Full Sail. I went to the performance center. So I just figured out how to sign up and I went and I met you, I met Jordan and a couple of other people. And it just kind of is what it is. And then it snowballed into this thing that I had to do that I have to continue doing. I've made some really good connections from it. I've lost some really awesome friends, but life happens. It is what it is. And I just got to keep moving forward. So I've made friends with some of the wrestlers, which is great. Because I'm not that fangirl. I'm an adult. And that's been pretty cool to see. You can edit that. That's It's been pretty cool to see like certain people grow up and go to like main roster. If you think of like Ilya and now Lash is doing it.
Mhm.
Um, so it's even like Julia and Stephanie. So it's been pretty cool to see their beginning and knowing in like 20 years they're gonna be like The Rocks and Charlotte and John Cena and all of those individuals. So it's pretty awesome to watch.
Yeah, heck yeah. Well, that's awesome. I love me a good origin story, y'all. So thank you for sharing that with everybody. And it's a beautiful thing what's going on down there in NXT, and I miss it a lot. I get a little sad watching it from home now. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. But all right, so now we're gonna jump right into what this episode is all about, and that is Deadline. Hey, I get to switch the old screen up there. I love doing it. So yes, Deadline. This one's pretty big because it's the last PLE of the year for NXT. And then also it sets the stage for what to expect, like the very first NXT of the year with New Year's Evil. That being with the Iron Survivor Challenge. And I'll get to the rules and stuff about that once we get to talking about those matches. I like this event. How do you feel about the old Iron Survivor like event? Well, I guess it's just Deadline.
Deadline in general, I just kind of got into last year. I kind of steered out of NXT PLEs just because I was still like figuring out storylines and wrestlers and things like that. But now that I'm a little more invested, I'm excited. There's a couple of things I think might happen because like it's not a spoiler, it's a
No.
prediction.
Yeah.
That I'm excited to see. So, and the fact now that Deadline's kicking off with Oba and Ricky, that's kind of a big deal because they always wait for those guys at the end, or I don't know.
Oh shoot.
I'm like anxious and I'm upset that I can't actually watch it live.
Yeah. I feel that. Oh, it should be interesting. So I guess we're gonna skip right to that match first. Then I did have something else in the order, but I must have missed that part last night. Whoops. So we're gonna jump right into the first match here. The NXT Championship is on the line. The rematch is happening. Ricky versus Oba. Now, I'm gonna throw my pick out there first. I think Oba's winning. And I think it makes the most sense for Oba to win. For me personally, it still blows my mind that Ricky won the way that he won the first time.
Correct.
With the 4 DDTs?
Yeah.
I think it's not a good look for Oba to lose this match and then go up to the main roster, losing again to you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's just not, and that no disrespect to Ricky because y'all know I like Ricky.
Everybody loves Ricky, yeah.
But
I think I agree with you 100%. Like Oba's getting ready to go up to Raw or SmackDown. I see him winning, but I don't see him because I feel like Ricky, yeah, he's great. He's going to put up a good fight, but Oba's a big dude. So Ricky's going to need some help.
mm-hmm.
So I feel like somebody's going to interfere with that match, causing a DQ. So Ricky's going to retain. That's kind of where I sat on that, like watching it all back this morning. And I was just kind of like, somebody's been missing most of the year. And this guy's got to come back. Like Tony D, when's he coming back? Is he coming back at Deadline? Is he going to come back at New Year's Evil? So I feel like if Ricky retains, he's going to have some help, and it's going to be from Tony D.
Interesting. All right.
And then Ricky's going to turn heel in the process.
Yeah, because everybody's got to do a heel run before they leave. Like I feel like that's the unwritten NXT rule at the PC. Yeah, I have my theories about who I think is going to win the Iron Survivor, and that's who I would love to see finally beat Oba. And I'll talk about that again. I feel like you kind of know where I'm going with that. But I just want to see it. That's just what I want. I've been wanting it for so long. And I know that it's going to happen for that person eventually for the championship. But why not be 2026, kick off the year, so then that way he could possibly lose to a Joe Hendry at Stand and Deliver and then go up to the main roster super young. Anyways, we'll get to that in a second.
You just that's a spoiler.
Yeah, I know. All right, so you got Ricky winning. I have Oba winning. We shall see what that ends up being. It's going to be a great match either way. I know Ricky's going to look really, really good in the process of trying to make this happen twice. But now we are going to move on to match number 2 that just got announced last night.
Is that Mr. Iguana?
Yeah, Ethan Page versus Mr. Iguana for the North American Championship. Ethan, I guess, was kind of trying to just get out of Dodge last night since he didn't have to retain his title or didn't have a match deadline. Yeah. And Ava kind of stood on business and was like, I know the perfect person. And he kind of just popped out of nowhere, and it was interesting.
And hijacked his car. Yeah.
Yeah, stole his car. It's a crime, but it's fine.
I mean,
it's fine.
I think Ethan kind of has to win.
Yeah, me too. I think we're both probably going to agree on this one being Ethan retaining.
I hate Ethan Page, but him and Chelsea have their AAA mixed tag titles, and their partnership kind of only works if they both have 2 belts.
Yep.
The moment one of them loses a belt, it's like, do you really need the other one? And Chelsea's done a great job, helping Ethan, get over and get him ready for main roster, because ultimately I think that's happening in 2026.
Yeah, should be. But I wouldn't be surprised. He's at least going to be on the Royal Rumble. There's no way he's not.
Yes, absolutely. I am. I wish I was going to that, but yeah, he'll definitely do that. And I think Mr. Iguana just needs to go hang out with Dirty Dom and get that AAA championship back.
Yep, that's going to be a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
I think this match is going to make Mr. Iguana look really, really, really good on TV. Like,
Correct.
obviously, he's already really good at what he does, but it's going to put it on more of a platform again. And he's going against somebody who is maybe like top 3 NXT men's wrestlers right now. Like,
Yeah,
I'd
he's
almost put
doing
him like
great
I put him on like a top 15 for WWE's roster, to be fair, because he's good.
for
Like,
sure.
if you
I
do
agree
the
with
whole
that.
package. Yeah. But yeah, Ethan Page, you got our vote. Both of us, 2 for 2 on that
Okay,
one. All right.
I'll
So
go.
now, yeah, I'll go, surprisingly. Because
I'll never do
yeah,
that again after today. This is the last time you'll see me do that.
yeah. So I could only find like the bigger photo for this one. So I'm gonna pop it up for a second, and then somebody made like a really cool Izzy one after this. But match number 3, we have Izzy and Tatum finally going at it after all of that talk, all of that betrayal. This is a really cool photo from last night, I guess, of
I know, that's
like,
crazy.
and man, that's really cool. I like this photo.
Yeah, she looks amazing, and then the boys are just like, I'm here.
What's going on? Shout out to Sean, because without Sean, none of this would be happening. Like, I'm loving this storyline. How are you feeling about this whole entire feud between Tatum and Izzy? I got some things to say too, but I'll let you go first.
So, Izzy's my girl. I will ride or die for Izzy all day, every day, but I don't see her winning. And it's because Tatum has a lot of anger and a lot of
Mm-hmm.
rage because she watched all of her family, her friends get taken from her, Lyra, Gigi. And then she was welcomed into this family that turned on her. And she's never really had to deal with that. But if you look at Sean's face at the end when Tatum walks off, he gives Izzy this look like, I feel like Nico and Sean need to turn on Izzy. And I
Mm-hmm.
feel like they're gonna like re-embrace Tatum. So I feel like Tatum's winning with some calling help. I don't know, but Izzy's my girl, so I want her to win. I just don't feel like it's happening. I just can't. I don't
All right.
know.
So I think that this is Izzy's turn. Izzy's finally going to get her push. I think Tatum just got her push at Izzy's, I don't want to say like expense almost, but like Izzy did kind of take a step back for
Yeah.
Tatum to get her push. So I think that this is Izzy's turn to go over on Tatum. I think she's going to look real dominant in this match, and I think that the culling is going to help, but I think they're just going to keep helping Izzy. I think that championship is probably gonna happen for Izzy within the next like 3 or 4 months. Like,
If this girl wins
if
this championship, I'm gonna die. Like I love that for her.
yeah,
But
like
I
I think
agree.
I think that might be the person who has the belt come New Year's Eve. I can see
Really?
that. Yeah, like if JC doesn't keep it the whole time,
Oh,
but I
JC
can
needs
see
to go. We'll talk about that. JC can go.
it. All right, so we got 1 for Tatum on this one, and we got 1 for Izzy.
Jordan's gonna kill me for that.
Oh yeah, yes. I was just getting ready to ask, how do you feel about that one? How you gonna sleep? How you gonna sleep knowing that Jordan's somewhere knowing this? But yeah. So the thing is, if Izzy does end up winning and the culling does end up helping, who do you think could come out to help Tatum, if anybody does come out to help Tatum? Because now that she doesn't have a family or have friends, could you think anybody out there maybe? Maybe Chase U? I don't know.
Oh, there's
I just came
nobody.
up with that one.
It doesn't have to be a female. That's the thing. I don't.
Just like Shiloh Hill, that'd be sick. I'd
If
like that.
Shiloh shows up at deadline,
And saves Tatum.
I mean, I would. Some of
I
his.
like.
I love what he's doing on his promos. Um, I don't know. I wasn't expecting that question, so I really don't know who would come and help Tatum.
Yeah, I feel like that's just a good thing to kind of keep in the back of your
Okay,
guys'
to think
head.
about
Like,
that.
what if she starts getting jumped? Like, who's really gonna get her? Please don't let it be Hank and Tank.
Oh,
Sorry, guys.
oh my God.
Sorry.
I'm like now that's playing in my head. Like, who's gonna help Tatum?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it's gonna be Sean and Nico.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, your theory makes a lot of sense, and I kind of like it. Like, it makes me almost want to switch, but I'm sticking to my guns here, and I'm
Let's
staying
go to
with
the
Izzy.
other. Let us both make Jordan mad right now.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have now made it to the first of 2 Iron Survivor matches. We're going to start with the men here first, of course, because the ladies is gonna probably steal the show. This one might actually steal the show too. It's a lot going on here. But we're gonna bring up the rules really quick of the Iron Survivor match for those who do not understand what it is and how it works. There's a 25-minute time limit with 5 superstars competing to become the number 1 contender. 2 superstars start the match every 5 minutes. Thereafter, a new superstar will enter until all competitors are in the ring. Falls can be won at any time via pinfall, submission, or disqualification. When a superstar scores a fall, they'll earn 1 point. When a superstar loses a fall, that superstar is forced out of the ring and into a penalty box for 90 seconds before he can re-enter the match, or she, for the next one, the superstar who has scored the most falls when the clock hits 25 minutes will be named the Iron Survivor and the number 1 contender for the NXT Championship and the NXT Women's Championship at New Year's Evil. There it is. There are the rules. Just in case you didn't know. Just in case, to shorten that up, 5 people, 25-minute time limit. You get pinned, you're stuck in a shark cage. Basically the same one that they used to use for War Games, but they didn't do it this year. I think they didn't do that because it was like they wanted everybody's entrance to hit because they sold so many tickets. I don't know. That's pretty sick. And it did, because that looked incredible. That was that was sick. But all right, awesome. So I'm getting off topic here. So we got Leon Slater, Javon Evans, Miles Bourne, Dion Lennox, and Joe Hendry.
I'm conflicted.
Sorry, said his name. Make sure.
I wish Joe Hendry would pop up in my apartment. That'd be great.
She just starts repeating it.
I'd be like, I'm conflicted a lot. But I already know you're gonna. What? You're gonna go with Young OG, but like I've rocked with Dion since day one. But I feel like it doesn't make sense for him to win right now. Even though he gave his tag team belt to Sugars. But like it's got to be Miles or Javon. I feel like that's the era we're at. But then you throw Joe into the mix. I don't know. I don't know. It's not gonna be Leon. I don't really care for Leon, so it's just got to be. It's got to be Javon or Miles.
I think it's like I know, like you're right. I am picking Javon. That is my pick officially.
Yeah.
Just because the show is his already.
Correct.
Like 1,000%. Like NXT is already his. He hasn't even had a belt yet. Hasn't been a champion yet. But he's the man. Like you can't do anything about it. Everywhere that he goes, he's the man. He's on this roster right here on this poster with all these people, and he's the man in this poster. And you're sitting next to a dude like Joe Hendry. I think it's either going to be between Javon or Joe. It just depends on which one they're going to pull the trigger on first. And my vote is for Javon.
For sure.
He deserves the main roster, everything. And I just don't want him to pull a Bianca and dip before he can do anything. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I get the hesitation. I want to say Joe because I believe, but it's got to be Javon. It's got to be Javon. They'd be crazy not to have this title shot opportunity for him, and then he'll go on to beat whoever has it.
And how perfect would it be? Like this is what I was trying to get at earlier. Oba wins the belt at the start of the show. They're more than likely probably going to end it with the men, to be fair, like the show. And Javon wins it. And now the showdown that everybody's been talking about, The Undertaker was there to hype Javon about. Like, it happens again, except this time there's no trick involved. There's no third person involved. It's just those two. Like, give me that.
I see your vision. I'm giving it to you. I feel it. My vote is still for Ricky, but I see where you're going with it.
Yeah, I got you. I wasn't trying to sway you. Like I've been pretty cool if that works though.
You're trying to sway me. I feel it.
But yeah, so is it safe to say we're both picking Javon for this one?
Yes.
All right. So Javon Evans, you officially have the vote and have our prediction for the men's Iron Survivor match. All right.
I'm sorry.
This one's big, and I'm really excited about this one too. Woo! It's a lot. It's a lot going on here.
There's a lot going on there.
Yeah, I This one I'm conflicted about.
I want to hear you first before I talk.
Okay, so like I'm conflicted for so many different reasons. Like we know Lola eventually is going up,
Yeah, bye.
but when is she gonna get a title shot? Like, is she gonna like? I mean, not a title shot, but a title opportunity to where she actually wins it. Like, do you think that happens, or does she just go straight up? But she definitely deserves it. So like, it's tough there, and you know she can hang with everybody. You got Soul, who is like the most blatant, obvious person to probably win this match, but you have all this Arya stuff going on in the background. And that seems like it's only getting crazier, like week by week by week by week. And what just happened last night?
Yeah.
This is this weekend, so something's clearly gonna happen. Like,
Oh yeah.
something's gonna happen. Kalani is. I feel like it's Kalani and Kendall are there to just completely make this match a 5-star. Like, I feel like that's why they're there. Like Kendall, we know she's probably not gonna win it, but she's gonna do something in it that's gonna have everybody talking. Like, it's just funny. I know you're gonna get a giggle out of this too. It's funny to see everybody talking about Kendall today when we've been saying this for like 2 years.
Right. But they had to put her. I think she would have been fine staying in NXT, going down to Evolve. But I love her in Evolve because the conversation around Great Graps is huge right now. So
it's happening. I love it. And then like with Kalani, Kalani's just super talented. You know, Kalani's got an NXT championship at some point in time in her future, and we all know it. She can do anything in this ring. I'm pretty sure she's beat every single person in that ring, like in the ring with her. I'm pretty sure she's beat them. Her TNA run was short. I wish it was a little bit longer, but it elevated her. And I like heel Kalani. It's given like sassy Janet Jackson. And then you got Jordan. Then you got Jordan Grace. Sorry, this will be my last. Then you got Jordan Grace, who has been waiting, who has had title opportunities, who had to literally take a back seat to Julia and Stephanie, and then it feels like she's taking a back seat to everybody else afterwards too, which is dope. And that's why I think I'm gonna pick Jordan to win this match because of the time that she's put in and how she's put in. She's put over every single person in this match too, at least once. Maybe not Kendall so much. I think Jordan is my pick here, and I had to go through every single person and kind of give some logic behind it, I guess. But who do you got? Who do you got? What do you think?
Well, I'm glad you gave all your logic and then did that, because I would have, if you had come out of the gate and said you were choosing Jordan, I would have asked why. You know, I'm always team Kendall, but I agree. I don't feel like she could be Kendall 2 belts. I just don't think this is the right opportunity for her to do that. I don't think Lola will get a belt. God, now that you've dissected it all, I'm kind of like Jordan on 2, because I was still up in the air about this match as well. I feel like Zari is going to come in and mess things up for Soul. I don't think that spear on Tuesday night was meant for Kendall. I think it was meant for Soul. So it's about time that Zarya stood up for herself, and I think she's going to take Soul out of the equation. However, there is something off about the dynamic of these 5 women. Not that they're not all amazing people and amazing wrestlers. Like, where's Jada? Where's Jada been? Does Jada cause a little ruckus during the Iron Survivor match? Because we already know Zarya is coming in. When and how, we don't know, but we know she's coming in at some point. Damn it, I don't want to say Jordan, but I feel like it could be Jordan.
Yeah, I think it might be her time because, and then to think about it though, also, all 5 of these women have issues with fatal influence.
That too.
All 5 of them.
And so whoever gets it is going to go for JCJ.
Yeah, and I think Jordan and JC makes a lot of sense to me. I would like to see it. I would like to build up, and yeah, I might be here for it. Well, I just don't know. I just don't know because I almost don't want Jordan to be stuck at NXT. Like,
correct. But since they all have issues with fatal influence, does fatal influence come in?
No, of course, you know they're going to. They can't help themselves.
For sure. Damn. I'm looking at the poster and I'm like literally going one by one. And as much as I'm Team Kaylani now, I'm still gonna say Jordan. I don't know. That's crazy.
Yeah,
I don't even like
crazy.
Jordan.
This is gonna be a good one. That's why I kind of wish it would end the night, but with Oba and Ricky starting the night, it makes sense for the men to close it.
Yeah.
Because then whoever can walk out and Oba can do his chest thing, or Ricky can smile and shake his hips or something. I don't know.
His hips,
but
not his hips.
but all right, ladies and gentlemen, you have now heard all of our predictions for Deadline. This is gonna be a lot of fun this weekend. I can't wait. I like how I was asking like what time it started, but it's been on the poster the whole entire time. I'm a little
Oh,
slow.
is it?
All right. So now this is the part where I ask my guests a couple questions. And if you guys have been watching the show, you guys already know what my first one is going to be. Mal, what is your personal favorite WrestleMania moment?
My personal favorite WrestleMania moment. I've only actually seen maybe 5 or 6 WrestleManias. Um, okay, come back to me with that. I'm gonna
I
have
got
to
you. I
really
got you.
think about that.
All right. Let's see. Next question. If you could call up 2 men and 2 women to the main roster from NXT right now or Evolve, who would you call?
Oh, or Evolve? We will do Javon and Miles. Easy.
Okay.
Javon and Miles.
All right. And then for the women?
Um, Jordan.
Mhm.
I'm like going. We'll do Jordan and Lola. I think Lola's earned her stripes to do it, even though I don't like either one of them. But I think it's time for them to go to the next phase of their professional career.
Yeah. Nice. I like it.
I
All
just
right. So
don't
we
want
got
them to
Miles.
sit in the background like Kiana James does, like her being Julia's lawyer. I get it, but I don't like it. Like stick that
I
girl on
respect it.
that.
I respect, yeah, for real, because Kiana's good, like really good. All right. So well, I guess we still got 2 questions. Who is, let's see, your favorite in-person NXT moment? You've been going to the PC for about 2.5 years now. You've seen a lot of crazy things. I've got to be there with you for some of those. Which one for you do you think you remember the most, like you had the most fun
That's 2 years of stuff.
with?
Um, Probably when Cena came 2 years ago in
Mhm.
October. I think it was everything leading up to that, like waiting to go to the PC, bonding with my friends, and like being that close to John Cena without being that close to John Cena. Um, when Trick won his title the first time, that was epic because I had just become friends with that group of people
Mhm.
that are actually friends with him, and seeing like how happy they were for him, and I had really just started to learn about Trick probably like a month or two before. So that was a good one. And then my most recent will probably be when Mustafa Ali and Ethan Page were going at it, because those chops and Mustafa's leg got caught on the rope, the cord
Mhm.
from commentator Mike, and then Ethan just pushed him off of the ropes, and I was like, "Is he dead?" Because that's my Chicago guy. Like I will always rock with him. So those are like my top 3 years, top 3 moments.
Nice. Heck yeah, I love that. I got to be there for 2 out of the 3 of those with you, I
Yeah,
believe.
yeah.
Lot of good times. I really enjoyed that, and I miss it, and I miss you guys.
You can always come back and visit.
Yeah, I'll come visit soon. But all right, now we're gonna circle back around to that favorite WrestleMania moment. What do you got?
We're going. Can I encompass an entire 2 nights?
Sure.
Okay. Well, that WrestleMania 40, because I went. It was my first WrestleMania ever, and I only went because it was 40 and I had turned 40, but like the year before. Um it was the whole experience because I've never been to like a Super Bowl or a Mania, and it was the energy, the vibe, no matter. And I was up high. I was like
Mhm.
nosebleed, but I could still see everything, and it like the energy from the people around me was better night 2 than night 1.
Yeah, night two
But
is fun.
oh yeah, because we were like right by each other.
Yep, you waved at me I could see you through the window.
And I was by myself, but I can't remember a time of going to like a sporting event by myself, but never felt alone in the
Mhm.
entire experience. Like from the moment I walked in, some guy asked if I could take his picture and he took mine, and we talked for a little bit, had a beer. So both of those nights were probably my favorite WrestleMania moments. Even the matches obviously were great, and
Yeah,
watching Drew get screwed over by Punk, it will always be a memory that lives rent free. Um,
thank you.
yeah, that's where I'm at.
Yes. Well, thank you. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. And thank you for sharing that with everybody.
Of
That
course.
basically wraps it up, ladies and gentlemen, for the old show there and for Mal's time here on the show. So, Mal, if you would like to, maybe share your social media, tell people where they can find you if they would like to find you, that'd be cool. And if not, hey, we don't got to.
All my socials are the same, ironically. It's MLynn W, like George W,
Mhm.
um, on Instagram and TikTok. So I post more personal stuff on Instagram than I do on TikTok. TikTok is like 90% wrestling.
Nice.
And
Nice.
it's
Well,
fun
thank you.
stuff too. It's most
Yeah.
obviously it's all NXT, but it's fun stuff.
Because we're a hot mess. Most of us are as a
We've
unit.
been
It's quite funny.
We've
We've
been
gotten better.
really mild lately, so I haven't had as much content to post, and I'm like, what is happening right now? It's the end of the year. I usually take like 5 or 6 videos and post them sporadically, but now all I got is my cameraman and Vic's socks at the moment.
Oh, yep.
But it's
Well,
always
thank
good fun.
you. Thank you so much
Thank
again for being
you.
here. It has been a blessing. It's about time we made it actually happen. It's been a long time. And soon I'll be back and I'll come see you guys, or you guys will be here for Vegas for Mania. So
Oh yeah,
reunion is coming.
we're doing Vegas. We may not go to WrestleMania, but we are
Yeah,
coming to Vegas. So
yep, for sure. Well, I will see you then, my friend.
I love it. We miss
All right.
you.
I know I miss you guys too. But all right, everybody say bye-bye to Mal. See you, Mal. Bye. All right, y'all. So thank you guys so much for being here. This is episode 71 of NXT with NaJee. We only got 4 episodes left this season. We got 2 more episodes with guests, recapping the episodes. And then we will have our men's top 10 and women's top 10 to close out season 3. I just finally got my dates down for season 4. So I'm going to start putting those out soon and booking those soon. It looks like I'll start right after New Year's. So we'll make that happen, y'all. But once again, thank you guys so much. I need to make sure the right outro video is on here before I get up out of here. Y'all are going to be very confused. All right. Well, until next time, you know what it is. This is NXT with NaJee, a part of the Wrestling Heroes and Insiders podcast, aka The Whip Show, and a part of BodySlam.net. Mal was my guest. It's been a great time predicting the show with you guys, and we'll see you next week.
That's great.
Life is for the dreamers like me. Journey down the stream.